All right, guys, I tied into a project here at the shop, and it's turned into way more than I bargained for. Let me take you out here and show you what we got going on. All right, so as you guys remember seeing in a previous video, I installed those asphalt millings going up the driveway. That's been about 3 weeks ago, maybe. And man, they're still working great. They just keep packing in and packing in. So I decided that went so well. Like I said, I was gonna do my whole parking area. Here's the problem, well, long story short, 15 years of dumping and grading gravel in here has got the grade all messed up, and to make those millings work you need 5 inches or so. So I'm gonna put 5 inches of millings in here. I gotta dig 5 inches of rock out and make up for all my grade that's all messed up. So there's I do have a French drain that runs right down through here and goes around the house to catch any groundwater before it goes underneath the house. And it's kind of helped be a band-aid for my grade not being perfect in here, because all the water just went down through it. Well, with them asphalt millings, water's not going to go through them the same, so it needs the gravity drain on the surface out and around, which means that I have to fix 2 problems. One, I have to dig down 4 inches to get my depth, and then I got to fix my grade issue. And basically this thing went out, and somehow about where the skid steer is at, it had a hump in it. And then on the back side of my truck, it drops back off again. And it is, 15 years of rock and loaded trucks and compaction. It is hard. It's just been, I've been working on this thing for about 3 evenings now. And this is about how far I got. All the equipment I got, and I'm down to the little 304 and the skid steer. Skid steer don't have a tooth bucket on it. It's about useless as far as getting this stuff dug up. It does come in handy for loading in a truck. 304's got the power to rip through it, but it just takes forever. So that's what I got. Every other piece of equipment I own is on a job. I think the next closest piece is about 40 miles to here. It's just not worth hauling in. I'm gonna have to get through with what I got. So I did put the ripper shanks down on the 110 there, and they just scoot across the top of it. It's so dang hard. So anyways, it's Saturday morning now, and I got about 2/3 of the day to dedicate to this. So I'm gonna try to get this at least on grade, so I can get the whole millings in here at some point. So anyways, that's today's project. All right, guys, we already got a couple loads out of here this morning. Gary's been going ahead of me scratching it up, and then I've been coming back with a skid steer loading. And we finally got through. There used to be an old pond here. You can kind of see the edge of it now, but it's actually pretty solid down there. But what we've it's probably hard for you guys to see grade on this thing, but we decided we're going to carry this grade here straight on through my truck, and we're going to put about a foot of pitch on it that way. Now that everything from the house back here is sloping this way, and it's going to slope that way out about 30 feet, and then from there this is going to maintain, and that's going to pitch that way. It's tight getting everything. I'm really going to pay attention whenever I put all these millings in here with the laser, and make sure I keep all my grades the same as my subgrades. But I think it's going to work. I sure hope so, because this is a lot of work getting all this out of here. But let's get this truck loaded. why I like the slide up door on the Kubota, and I'm glad I went this route, is because whenever you're an A+ truck driver and you forget to latch your tailgate, you can push the tailgate shut, get out, and then go in and do what you should have did when you parked the damn truck. I'll tell you what, rookie right there. All right, guys, in full disclosure of being honest with you guys and letting you know everything that goes on, guess what? We snagged the fiber optic line going to the house. I know the first question everybody's gonna ask, would you go in locates? And well, back to being honest with you guys, no, I did not. It was supposed to be 18 inches deep, and it's only about 6 inches deep. They could have not plowed it in deep enough. They could have, I could have messed up the grade over the years. Who knows? I screwed up. That's all there is to it. But phone company just showed up, my best friend. So hopefully he's gonna get us patched back up, and I'll live and learn and not do that again. Would you like to take this opportunity to tell everybody on YouTube how much of an idiot I am?
No.
Would you like to tell them how important it is to call 811 so you don't have to work on a Saturday?
It's very important.
All right, duly noted. Shouldn't take but about 5 or 6 inches off right there. At least we'll know where it's at.
18 inches up there yet, so it's still...
If you're 18 inches there, you're probably good. All right, Luke's patching my boo-boo up, so we're gonna take this load of rock off. I'll let you guys ride along here. We'll go up to the dump site and show you what we're taking it on. I know my windows are a dirty mess. It's dusty and nasty down here. That driveway though, look how nice that stuff's packing in there. Gonna be nice. All right, guys, we're rolling in up here at the water park go-kart track. That's what's left over from the water slide, feed by Harris. This is where I'm dumping all the stuff coming off the driveway. We're trying to change the traffic pattern. Everybody was driving across the yard over there to come down here, and then whenever it rains, it ruts the yard up, and then whenever I gotta mow grass, I'm bouncing around like a freaking crazy person riding a bull. So we got this road here coming in the go-kart track, and we graveled across the top of the dam, trying to make this our main entrance. And then where I'm dumping all this stuff out over here, the plan is to just level that up and kind of make a parking area so everybody can park out of the way. But that's where she's all going. Just like that, we right, guys, give you guys an update. We are closing in on her. We got her cut out all the way along through there. This part here is daylighted out. We got that little corner right there where it's at. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so hard to see great on the camera, but there's a little bit of a hump right there. That's where our fiber optics at. We got it all. Luke got us all fixed up and got us all patched back together, and we patted it with a little bit of sand. And then he stayed here with the locator and basically told us when to stop. Can't take no more off. They're probably about 2 inches high right there, but that's just gonna have to be what it is. I'm gonna put some fabric down over top of it to protect it a little bit more before we put the millings on. I ran out of room to dump over at the Redneck River area, so we're on to Plan B. This is an access road that just goes down to the lower part of the farm. It's kind of a shortcut for us. It's never been rocked or anything, so we just started putting some base rock on it. It's here close, so gonna get this load dumped and finish her up, and then we'll get some fabric down and get started on some millings. You ain't gonna believe this. Some genius rookie truck driver forgot to, I don't know what my deal is. Look at that, I just made a mess up here on the road. I cannot remember to latch the tailgate for some reason. Yeah, boy. Now I'm backing off the road because I'm talking to you guys. Oh, hang on, truck. You might get some real exciting YouTube here in a minute. Oh, come on now. Come on, get back up there on the road. Maybe I should pay a little bit more attention to what I'm doing instead of talking to you guys. Got tailgate open, backed off the road. Oh boy. Alright, here we go again. We're moving. Still got stuff falling. Oh my gosh. Good thing Jerry can't see us. He wouldn't be happy. Well, we got about a half load left. The second half load fell out of the tailgate up around the hill. Oh my goodness. Alright, we got one, maybe 2 loads left. We'll be done with this upgrade. I will be glad. This has been a major pain in the butt. Alright guys, this is where we're going to have to call it a wrap out for today. I got to get onto a paying project and get out of here, but it turned out pretty sharp. We got her all dug in, got her daylighted out, got her looking up, got a little bit of stuff on the truck to get rid of. Jerry's heading out, he's marching up the driveway. But I gotta go do some real work, and then tomorrow, which is Sunday, I'm probably polish this up with a tractor and a drag a little bit, and then start hauling some millings in. Oh, I got my fabric down. I'll start hauling some millings in. hoping to get started on millings tomorrow is what I'm trying to say. So stay tuned, we'll see what happens. In the afternoon, and I have had a hard time getting motivated today. We had a little birthday party for Gunner, and then we had some friends stop by and go swimming. It's been hot, I've been tired and wore out. I didn't get near done what I hoped to, but let me show you what I did get done. All right, so between a combination of the tractor and the skid steer, I kind of just went over this whole thing and checked it for soft spots and kind of just smoothed it up where we had our grade off just a little bit. Then I went all around the house with a shovel and got that dug out. My goal is a minimum of 5.5 inches in here. I'm gonna shoot for 6 in most places, but some places I'm a little limited to 5.5. Had to fix my downspout drain. I ended up bumping that with the tractor and cracked it right there. I wish it was deeper, but that's the footer for the post, so that's not gonna work. But the grade in here, I wish I had a good way to explain. I'll tell you what, let me just draw you guys a picture and I'll give you a visual of what obstacles I get and what I got in mind for grade. How's that sound? All right, I'm not an artist, so keep that in mind. But this is my big shop door. That's my small shop door. My little canopy's right here, wall of the house, and this is the garage over here, the 2 garage doors. So before, there was a French drain buried. It runs right in here, and it's all backfilled with rock, and it's perforated pipe down in there. Any water set down here, go down that pipe and go out. Well, with that millings on there, I don't think it's going to work quite that way. So this, the shop floor, this garage floor, and all the way around is all the same elevation. I wish they slope, but they don't. They're all the same elevation. So my base subgrade is 5.5 inches below that. So these numbers represent how far I am below my 0 grade, which is 5.5 inches below the shop floor. So, and there's a ditch over here, but this ditch is like 2 feet higher than this subgrade, and I am not redoing all this over here because I still want to drive, and that's just a whole other thing. So this is what we're going to do. From here to here, we're sloping 40 inches, and I'm going to slope it over this way a little bit, so that the arrows kind of go the way I want the water to flow. Once I get out past the end of the shop, the thing's going to kind of slope over and around. This will all run this way, and this all slopes that way. Like I said, I'm going to probably drive a few grade pins out in here, and I'll be, as I'm doing all this, I'll be checking it with a laser the whole time to, I mean, I'd rather have a small water hole out here than take any chance of all of water coming back into my shop or my garage. So getting this is, I don't know, it's going to be, I don't want a water hole, but that's the less of 2 evils. It's just really tight on grade, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna have to pay attention to what I'm doing and place it in there a little bit at a time. So it'll work out one way or another, but I don't know. I got a crazy week coming up. I'm not for sure when I'm gonna get back on this project. I'm gonna have to get back on it sooner or later, but we're gonna go ahead and call this a video or wrap. And as soon as I get back to hauling millings in, I'll get some video of that, and we'll see how she turns out. Hopefully I get this done before it rains, because that's going to be a huge mess, because it's going to be a muddy mess. Like I said, the whole deal has just turned into a way bigger project than I wanted it to. But if I'm going to do it, I was going to do it right. So that's where we're at. So as always, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We'll catch you on the next one.